Black guys as thick as flies on a fighting goat's ass. Because of you, you brought them here.
If you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for It's This Meets That, the podcast. We watch the worst movies from trailer to end credits, scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
Sure. I think I was doing the same accent as Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Delivering that line.
Yeah, and you kind of changed midway through at the same time like he did.
Well, that's right. That's what I was going for.
I think you nailed it, actually. I think you kind of nailed it.
Yeah. Started Boston, New York. Then went a little British. Then
little British,
into
little
Irish.
British, a little Irish, a little shake of Irish in there. And then,
I tried. Yeah. Finish with normal.
As the listeners know, we take our accents very seriously here.
That's right. I practiced that one in my head extensively.
Ooh. All right, so we're back.
Should we say what movie?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do that part.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's what I do here, right?
Well, sometimes, except the last movie.
Wow.
We had a fight about it.
Yeah, we did.
Listeners will know.
Yeah, but that movie didn't really need an intro.
Yeah, now I'm on my toes. Now I'm on the defense.
All right, so we're back with part 2 of our breakdown of Outcast, the 2014 Brazen. Gotcha, fuckers. Green eggs and ham on your face.
Nice.
Yeah, a little Lucky One reference there in case you missed everyone. All right, we're back with part 2, the breakdown of Outcast, a 2014 action adventure film with Nicolas Cage and Hayden Christensen, our favorite Canadian.
Christian Hansen, I believe you meant.
Oh, what I yeah.
You said Hayden Christensen.
Oh no, that's not a person.
That's not his name.
No. It's actually not even a person. Christian Haydenson, right?
That's right.
And it's Crusaders in the Far East, basically, right?
Yep. Of the Lost Ark. That's right.
Yeah. So where did we leave off?
So we left off now.
Lots of questions.
In the night, we're shot through the dark. And then we're going through the night. We're doing a whole night scene that you can imagine in your head because it's not in the movie. We're escaping from the guard and we arrive at our destination,
the desert. Oh,
that's right.
Yeah, it's just a desert.
Well, it's a desert, but they're like, Jingshao. And you're like, wait, that's not, I see a desert.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh no, there's a town over there.
Yeah. It's a mirage.
Cool. And all of a sudden, everyone is wearing different clothes. Like everyone's like dressed for the desert now.
Yeah,
Wait a second. Like, why does Christian Hansen have like a turban and a face mask on?
Yeah, we're like, all right,
this is weird.
Yeah, where was everyone getting the proper clothing for the proper environment and the horses? We still got to keep the horses. You're right. It's part 1.
Yeah, they've maintained all 4.
Yeah, we got horse talk to get through. So.
Yeah. So then Christian Haydenson rides up to there's a carriage in the distance here in the desert.
A little caravan, a caravan of right?
Yes.
It's actually more, it's a whole thing, right?
Yeah. And there's a carriage in the middle and he goes up to the carriage. He's like, hey, I'm traveling with my mistress and her servant boy. You're like, that's a weird, why would you phrase it that way?
Why not?
And then
trying to play it low key, man.
Yeah, I guess so. I love carriage woman's response here. You'll find us extremely hospitable for the right price. That's nice.
All right.
Yeah. So Anakin hands over all of his gold that he has got from
all of his public credits. Yeah.
Got from Leanne earlier. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Leanne paid him, to travel with them, and he gave it all up in order to protect them.
Yeah. And
she's like, all right, cool. You and your lady are welcome to join us. And
not unnoticed.
And the servant boy and his friend.
Any other person. Any other kid. Yeah.
Also, there's another person.
There's another person. I forgot. There's 3 people here.
And then they talk a bunch about privacy. They have a little weird privacy bit that's stupid.
Doesn't.
And then, we get Leanne being impressed that Jacob gave up his gold so that she's like, no, don't worry. You'll be rewarded. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge.
Said every princess ever, right?
Yeah, you're definitely getting a reward after this. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
So then I hate this scene because they go to enter the city now, right?
Yeah.
There's a security checkpoint.
Yep.
For some reason, Jacob and Leanne are the only ones wearing masks.
Yeah.
And the guy is like questioning the woman in the carriage, the security guy, the black guardsman. Hey, just so you know, we're on the lookout for these 2 fugitives. Do you know where they are? And she's like, nothing to see here.
A little Jedi mind trick with some gold.
Yeah, right. Not even though. She doesn't even bother with the gold.
No, she does. She pays him. She pays him
she does
off.
pay him?
Yeah,
Okay.
she pays him off. It's a classic Jedi mind trick, you know? Money.
Yeah, money. That's right. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Meanwhile, Zhao, the apparent heir to the throne here, is like exposed, completely exposed, not wearing a mask or anything. Literally just walks through the gate, and no one recognizes him or does anything.
Yeah, this is just goofy. It was clumsy.
It didn't have to be like.
But yeah, they're in. They're in they made it. They snuck in. We're in. So we
now
get this
we're in the
mysterious
city.
woman. Do we know this mysterious woman's name? She seems important. She's
Carriage lady? No.
carriage. We'll call her carriage lady, right? So she's pretty important. She's got some clout. She's got some pull, right?
Oh, she's got clout. She's got clout, all right. I was doing like a half Canadian, half Irish.
Yeah, and I think she's got clout to boot. You know, a clout to boot her, eh?
Yeah.
She's like, hey, you guys all seem like you're tired. Why don't you come on in and
Y'all should stay here.
come on in? Just saying, got a place to stay.
And he's
Think
like-
of the children.
Yeah. He's like, well, no. She's like, think of the children. Yeah.
I love it. That's really a line. Think of the children.
And he's like, when you're right, you're right.
All right, eh?
All right. We got at least Zhao and Zhao Li, sorry, not Zhao Li, who are the children. Why do we have two children? I don't know.
Because that's what happens when you save lives.
I guess so. So then they go inside. It seems like a pretty nice inn. Like people are playing music and eating and laughing.
Yeah, it's a food hall. Yeah, dinner inn place, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm calling it like it's like a Baldur's Gate style inn. You know?
Yeah.
Like very medieval. I like it. And then they cut to a table. Zhao is like staring at this other girl for some reason.
Yeah,
was that Zhao Li?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for some reason, he's just staring. Like I didn't get this either. It was so weird. He's just like staring at her and creepily, and she's like, "Why are you staring at me?"
Yeah,
and that was it. I was like, "Was there anything else?"
All right. No.
What?
Nope. And then Jacob is having very obvious withdrawal symptoms.
Getting his fucking drink on.
Yeah. He is just he's just shaking, and he's like, he doesn't look so good.
No, he's not looking too hot. So then our carriage lady, she's like,
I
hey,
got you.
I got you all. Well, she's like, hey, everyone, you all stink. Go take some baths. Get your place to
Leanne
stay.
specifically. It's like, Leanne, get out of here.
Get the hell out of here. And everyone take all my guests. Go get a bath. Blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, oh, you though, Mr. Jacob, why don't you stay a little bit longer?
Yeah,
I've got something you need.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so Leanne notices and looks
pissed.
Make sure you're fit to travel. Is what she said. Tells him, you're like, what a weird way to say that. Okay.
Oh my god, that scene feels like the writer was like, he's like, you know what? Oh man, I went out drinking one time, and my wife was like, make sure you're just fit to drive home.
Make sure you're fit to travel. Yeah. Honey, make sure you're fit to travel.
It's your turn. So the rest of the table leaves, and then Jacob's just chilling, and then there's like
packs a fat lip of opium. I was like, wait, how are you doing opium?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I've seen it on TV, and I don't know how it's done, so I'm not sure. But I don't think that's how it is. But I don't know.
He gets like a snooze pouch of opium. Like sticks it in his lip, and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's the stuff." And all the women are like, "To your health, to your health." He's like sexy Christian Hayden.
Yeah, and there's like three women who are like, "Where are you all from?" And they're like, "Yeah, whatever. Here's some drinks." And this is how we used to pack it when the first tour of freedom.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's right.
Right.
He's actually a Desert Storm veteran.
Doing the Lord's work, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right. The first Crusades. The first Crusades.
So he's drinking and drugging, having a good time, right? And then spaghettios. Someone's been poisoned or overdosed. I don't know. And he's like, "Wait, what did you do to me?" We get a little more opium vision, right?
There's a in between first. There's a quick little scene with Leanne and Zhao, and Leanne's like, I can't believe he went with that woman.
Yeah.
And Zhao's like, yo, why are you mad about this?
Sis,
she's like,
why are you mad about this?
Go
sis?
to bed.
Yeah.
you go to bed right now.
Yeah, go clean yourself or do something, kid. You're right. Yeah, it was kind of important to show that she cares about him.
She's flustered, right? And then we cut back, and he's like, what? I'm poisoned. And main carriage lady's like, apparently our guest can't handle his drink.
Lock him up.
And so he falls over, and now it's the next day.
So this is the second time he's fainted while doing opium.
Yeah, I guess it's a fainting problem, right?
So, but he learned how to do this while he went on a pub crawl through Glasgow. So
that's right. That's right.
Oh yeah. If you ever want to know what it feels like to pass out from doing opium in East, in the far East in the 12th century, while doing opium.
Boy, I tell you,
just go to Glasgow and go on a pub crawl.
If I had a nickel, I'd have 20 opium nickels.
Like, if you really want to go method, just actually do some opium. Come on, man.
Yeah. Grow a pair.
Get into it.
Just smoke some opium.
Jared Leto would have done opium.
Right. Jared Leto absolutely would have done opium.
Right?
Pack a fat lip of opium. Is that how you do opium?
I don't think that's what. I don't know. I actually don't know, and I don't want to Google it. But
I did a big opium, guys.
He just got like a Dunkin' Donuts fucking cup where he's spitting into it.
Yeah, I did opium so hard yesterday, you guys. I bet he's a real weed head.
Dude, are you just spitting opium into your Dunkin' Donuts cup? What's going on here?
No.
Not sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts, but could be.
Yeah, or opium, but could be.
All right, so then we're in a village.
Is that where we are at this point? Yeah, I guess so.
He's been poisoned. It's the next
day in the village.
It's the next day.
Jacob, he wakes up. He's like, what?
In the same room
I'm
where
all tied up.
He's got rope cuffs on, right? And we got bad guys rolling in, and Jacob's tied
window,
up. Yeah. And then there's like one dude guarding him, right? And he's like, and Jacob's like kind of rolling around, and like the guard's just standing there hanging out. And again, Jacob's like looking out the window. He's like, oh shit, there's fucking baddies coming. And the guard's like starting to pull his sword, and Jacob just takes him out.
Manages to kill him, and then burns off the ropes that are tying him up.
I don't know. That kind of bothered me.
Yeah, stupid.
Why not just use the sword? And because I feel like burning rope would burn your
a lot of options,
right? Like I feel like burning is gonna burn.
I don't know.
Just to feel. Anyways, doesn't matter.
I mean, you've got seconds to spare. Who knows? That's the faster way to do it is to burn it.
Is it though?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We're gonna have to do a burn rope test here.
Yeah, listeners, let us know. Do you want us to become like bad movies Mythbusters?
Ooh, that's I like that.
That's probably trademarked. So bleep that out. Myth Smashers.
Fast myths.
Fast myth.
Yeah, because play on the. Yeah,
I like it.
We're working on that. It's a new segment.
We'll workshop it. Yeah.
We're workshopping a new segment. All right. So then Jacob takes out the guard there. Gotcha. Boom.
Yeah.
So he runs out and he's in a hallway. He's right in a hallway. Is that the mysterious carriage lady at the end of the hallway being like pleading with him, being like, oh yeah, pay me gold. And he just punches her in the face.
Decks her in the face, and it's wicked funny. Yeah. She's like, they don't even matter. She's like, the prices on their heads are so high. We can do all kinds of cool stuff. He goes, I already have a mistress. Smash! Wicked funny. Great. One of the best lines in the movie.
Crusader smash.
And then frees his friends, and this is halfway through the movie. This is like right now, we're halfway.
Yeah, we made it. We're made it. Yeah.
Fuck.
And then he gets the kid there and Leanne, he's like, hey, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Sneaks him out through a little back door. He's like, hey, grab the boats, head down the river, meet me at, the corner
Silver
of
Mountain.
Yeah, the corner of
Silver
Dunkin's.
Mountain is what it is. Meet me at Silver Mountain. It's ridiculous enough on its own. You don't even need to be at the corner of Dunkin'.
No, you don't.
Silver Mountain. Meet me at Silver Mountain. Where the fuck is Silver Mountain? Where are we? What is this place?
And we get Leanne gives him a hug too, so it's a little extra. Hey,
that's right.
Care about you, yeah. Sexy time.
And Zhao's like, there are bandits there, and he's like, that's exactly right. That's what we're going to see.
That's where we're headed. So they catch a boat and they're boating, right?
Yeah. Wait, this is also when Leanne explicitly says, I don't even know your name, and he's like, go.
Yeah, he doesn't even say anything. He's like,
go. You need to go.
I ain't ready for this kind of commitment.
You have to go right now.
So then we get, this is like the second, maybe already third time now where someone's escaping and then we get someone left behind to kind of stall, right?
Like
so
50 people show up.
Yeah, and
so
they
all
people
watch.
Yeah, again, everyone's just watching and he's just fighting, killing the bad guys.
One at a time. Yeah.
Another row of bad guys like, you're going to go next? You're going to go next? You want to get...
And then finally, like he gets captured, or like he should have a long time ago.
Yeah.
And General Gao shows up and literally pushes the sword into his chest.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to kill you if you don't tell me the news. And he's like, and then all of a sudden, like somebody in the background's like,
hey, we found the tracks.
They're heading to the mountains, eh?
Oi, boss, eh?
And Jacob just overwhelms them.
Berserker mode, like opium fucking power, like what is that?
He's like, opium powers activate. And he fights off like 20 more guys. Like, wait, what? Why? So then he's got a big one. He's got a big one-on-one fight with General Gao finally. And of course, he wins and kills him. Yeah. He like plunges a knife through his neck. He's like, yeah. He makes a firebomb to kill a couple people too at some point, which is weird.
Yeah, it gets like really cutty crazy. So yeah, he throws a knife at another guy, knocks him out, and it's like escape mode. And then he's like, for some reason, he's already on ground level, but he goes up. And people are chasing him, and then there's like a firebomb moment. Like there's fire. He turns around, grabs some booze, throws at him because you need people on fire at some point.
Well, why wouldn't you? Yeah,
right. If you can do it, 30 seconons, let him go. Does a firebomb, and then he gets the roof of the building. And this is where we get the scene from the trailer. We're like, why is he throwing his sword off? That doesn't make any sense. Second time he is thrown and or tossed the sword into the ground, and it's stuck, and you get the shot of just the handle, the hilt and the handle, right? Wholly foreshadowed because at the end. So he tossed it off. Luckily, just sticks the landing.
And then he jumps like 50 feet down and falls through a building, and then gets up completely unharmed, grabs his sword, and continues to fight. The people around him are like, "Oh my god, that guy should have died." Like everyone in the movie is like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, like the guy like holding like a mule. He's like, "What the fuck was that?"
Oh my god! Yeah, good lord.
Is the sky falling?
Meanwhile, the rowboat is going slowly, and there's also blackguards already chasing them.
In like 3 or 4
our
boats.
Crew here.
Yeah, they're
We got the gang, and this is when Jacob gets his own boat finally.
Yep, he steals his own boat. Yep, everyone's stealing boats, stolen boats.
So everybody's chasing down the river. The guards finally start shooting arrows at the kids as they roll up to the beach.
And now we're running through the forest, and this was like, I don't know how, like this was like confusing to me.
I agree, Sam.
Because again, this is so confusing. So running through the forest.
I thought it was Jacob is first. It's not.
No. I didn't think it was him at all, but I was like, oh, this is Nick Cage. But then I was like, wait, no, it's.
Oh, yeah. It's his crew.
It's his crew. It's his bandit crew, right?
Yeah.
So they're running through the forest, and so you got the blackguards chasing, our heroes here, kid, princess, and the other little girl, right? She's still with him, I think.
Jelly.
And they're running, and like then all of a sudden all the blackguards are getting picked off like one by one. But it's like everyone's wearing the same colors though. Like all these bandits are wearing black, and all of the blackguard is obviously wearing black. So it's very hard to tell who's killing who. So they're picking them off one on one. There's actually a pretty cool one where like one guy run by and like guy like
it was kind of cool. Yeah,
does a throat thing, and pulls him up, and then arrows hit him. It's like that's fun.
Yeah, it's fun
stuff. So,
but then our crew here, Lian, Zhao, and Zhao Li, they get surrounded by the new crew.
Yeah,
they get ambushed.
They all get captured.
And we get captured.
And so Jacob shows up. He pulls up on the shores, and he's like, "Hey, everybody, where is everybody?"
He's like in a boat. He's got opium vision kind of going.
Yeah.
And there's like a woman saying something indistinguishable in the background, which I don't understand.
I didn't get that either. I don't know what that was
weird.
about. Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But
I think it's wound vision. I don't think it's opium vision. I think it's wound vision at this point.
Womb vision?
Wound. Like I think he's been mortally wounded, and that's why he's like, right? Because he's not.
Oh yeah, he's not opied up, right?
I don't think.
No, he was earlier, but then he woke up the next day. This is the next day.
This is after he got like stabbed in the chest by General Gao before he murdered General Gao.
Right.
Like he's mortally wounded, I think, and that's the premise here, which they treat the same as opium vision. And then that's when he like stumbles around on the shore and passes out, and people are surrounding him, and he's like, "Well, had a good run.
Did my best, Didn't get that gold, but I did my best, I got bronze.
We're all just trying as hard as we best.
That's all you can do. That's all anyone can ever do is just do your best, right? Do your best.
Trying as hard as we best around.
And he passes out. So that's his third pass out time. So that's actually
I guess it is a fainting thing. Yeah. I didn't know.
He did.
But it wasn't because of the opium this time. That's what I'm getting at.
No, but it's just all the faintings passing out scenes. So he
just got drunk in Glasgow.
Yeah.
He's like, it'd be fun. Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Do we say Glasgow or Glasgow?
I think it's Glasgow, right?
Glasgow. Listeners, let us know. Are you from Glasgow?
Glasgow.
We pride ourselves on pronouncing things correctly here at ITMT. So.
And when we fail, we won't correct ourselves, but we just want to know what you think.
No, we want to know. Yeah.
Well, we want to know what you think, how you think it's pronounced.
We'll not make any active changes, correct? But we do like to know.
I'm just going with my ABCs here. I'm saying Glasgow.
Glasgow.
All right, so here we are. We're at a bandit camp.
Yeah. Bandit camp.
We're at the bandit camp.
He's waking up in a stupor with opium vision, even though he's not on opium.
No.
He's Nick Cage, kind of, I think.
More shirtless action. He's getting cleaned up. And this is where this movie went kind of
weird.
Yeah.
You talking about the woman that gives him the knife to bite while she does surgery on him while he's awake?
Yeah. What surgery is she doing to him? Is she fixing this?
She's like removing a crossbow wound or something. I don't know what she's doing.
And is Nick Cage in the background with snakes on his hands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's got snakes on his hands the whole time.
I wasn't sure if I was on opium because now I'm like,
yes.
Am I having an opium vision right now? Because Nick Cage is in the background with snake hands.
That's right. He's got snake hands. So she dresses his wounds. Nick Cage is still holding the snake on his hand.
Both hands. He's got snakes on both hands.
No, just one hand. Only one hand's a snake hand.
I thought it was
right hand snake hand.
Right hand snake. I thought it was both. Okay, all right.
No. Okay. Right hand snake hand.
All right, right hand snake hand. Okay, so left hand is clear to do. I got to write a note.
Anything.
Or something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's a lefty. Yeah, right hand snake hand. This is when Nick Cage says, "Hurts good. If it was my choice, I would have left you to rot." And this is come on, man.
But this is also like now. What accent is he doing now? Nick Cage.
Yeah. Barely. He's like not even really trying to do a almost British accent, which he tries to do later.
Was that what he was supposed to be doing in the beginning? Was he
No,
British?
I think he's supposed to be Scottish also. Like, why would he be different? Why would he be different
Ghislaine. Ghislaine
right.
is right.
It's Ghislaine. Why would he be different than Jacob?
Right.
They were crusaders together.
Right.
I mean, I guess the premise of the Crusades is, they're multinational, sure. Yeah. But still.
The Scots weren't that involved. Like it was small portion of them are actually.
And his name's Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is like a traditional English name.
I don't think so. When in Rome? No, I don't think so.
Either way, I hate all of it. And so Jacob asks if Leanne and the others are safe. Ghislaine's like, yeah. And he's like, that's when we get the line. Blackguard says, Blackguard's as thick as flies on a fighting goat's ass because of you.
Yeah. Because I have no idea what accent he's going for, but
it's like 3 or 4 accents at once. Yeah.
I think there was a little Australian and New Zealander thrown in there too.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Shrimp on a bobby.
Shrimpity bobby. Yeah, Jacob. Yep.
I'm a Jackman.
Clearly, I'm speaking.
Yes. Obviously,
I'm speaking Australian.
Signify.
I'm
to differentiate.
Jackman. Yes.
Yeah. Versus, Michael Caine.
I'm clearly British.
I'm Hugh Jackman. That's a knife.
Oh boy, here we go. This isn't our fault. This is this movie's fault, by the way.
That's right. That's right.
So they have a quick catch up, and Ghislaine's there. Like, he's like,
catsup, I believe it's pronounced.
He's like, how did you find me? Arr.
Arr. Arr. How did you find me?
How did you find me, son?
How'd you find me here, laddie? And he's like,
you said east.
No one goes east, remember?
That's a big like head east. That's a big land.
Which east? There's so much east.
And how far east? In like north east or south or?
I thought you said west.
So Jacob's still healing, and he's left to his healing self, right? But we do get
like should have left you for crow meat. Like, right. That's a weird. Why would you say that?
Nick Cage is making shit up at this point. They're like, whatever, we'll just fucking let it go. We got him for like another 7 hours, so let's go. 3 hours, let's fucking let it go.
Yeah, Jacob says, but you didn't.
So we get a little sign that his mentor still cares about him. Right. And then we get a scene from the trailer, the White Ghost stuff, where we get Nicolas Cage now interrogating the kids, siblings, right?
Yeah. And the kids are like, you're the outlaw they call the White Ghost. I am the White Ghost, but no one calls me outlaw, child, not to my face.
This is where Nick Cage now turns into Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shitty Jack Sparrow.
And
how old are you?
Yeah, and it's from the trailer where he's like laughs at him because he's 14. And he's like, look, you're worth a lot of money to Shing. I could sell you to Shing right now. That would be sick for me.
Yep.
Why should I help you? And Zhao's like, reward?
That's what it always comes down to. Reward.
And like,
right?
I love the whole time that there's scene is happening. He's got the snake.
Rubbing the snake.
He's got the snake. Yeah.
Chin.
He's like using it to like stroke his beard kind of thing. God. Yeah. Which he doesn't have.
I was like, this is definitely Nick Cage being like, you know what I need to do right now? I need to be rubbing a snake against my chin while I'm talking to this child.
Love a snake in my arm.
And so he's also got like a missing eye thing, but you don't know that until a little bit later. But his
right, because his eye's there. It's obviously there.
Yeah, but it's literally just him closing his eye, which he can kind of barely do the entire time.
Yeah, he's like, "Oi, yeah, I missed my eye from the eye tongs."
Oh my god! So then this happens, and then I don't know. We just cut. Now we're outside the cave here, and
right.
This is the weirdest moment. This is such a weird moment. It's I don't know, a good 30 seconds of Nicolas Cage standing there with his eye closed and Leanne standing next to him, and just standing there, and it's so long, and he's just like,
"Viewer's friend." Excuse me.
Oi,
oi!
You're standing right next to me the entire time.
Squeeze me.
And then, so she breaks the silence. She's like, hey, you're a friend, blah, blah. And we get more flashbacks at the beginning, basically the beginning of the movie. And then Nick Cage is just he's like, day drinking.
Yeah, we're all damned. We're all killers. He became more than that, though. And he's like lost the battle for his soul. He's doomed either way.
Yeah. And she's like,
no. She's like, well, he fights for other people and not for himself, which is more than I can say for you right now, you clown. Oh no, I'm a bandit.
Find an accent and stick with it.
I was a crusader, now I'm a bandit. No.
Meanwhile, the Far East Palace. This is the scene where you get the prince training, like from Gladiator.
So sexy, yeah.
Right? Shirt off, sun's out, shirts off, right?
That's the expression, yeah.
I think that's it, right?
Shirts inside out.
Shirts inside out.
Sleeves are gone. Sun is outside.
And outside.
That's right.
Right.
It rhymes. It rhymes. People like it because it rhymes.
And he's doing a quick, ding, 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 and then he gets a little update. Lord, what? We found where they are.
We found him. And he's like, get the horses.
Then we're back with the bandit camp
Shut
here.
Through the dark.
And we got Jacob. He's still recovering from he's just a drug addict. He's just a drug addict. He really is just.
It's fine, which is cool.
No, it's not cool. If you need help, there's numbers out there.
If you need help, email us at itsthismesat@gmail.com.
If you have internet.
We've done this before.
Yeah, we did. But I don't know.
I'll help you to the best of my ability. I promise you that.
I will help you by pushing you off into someone else that can help you.
No, yeah, Rob, maybe if it's that bad. Just sometimes people just need an ear, buddy, Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Rest in peace, Betty White.
Okay. So we're back at the bandit camp. Jacob is recovering. We got Leanne there. She's helping. She's sponging him down, wiping him off, whatever.
He's like, "Oi, my name's Jacob." Like, oh my god, we're fucking done with the movie. Of course. Who cares what your name is at this point? Why would you bother? Why would you even bother?
Just be mysterious, man. And then we cut to Ghislaine there. Nicolas Cage. He's hanging out, still getting day drunk in his own little house there. And
wait, but before that, I love how her response when he's like, "Oi, my name's Jacob." She's like, and they start talking about what they're doing there, and she goes, "There's not much to do here except watch Zhao Li eat." Like they make like a weird like eating joke about this teenager. She's just a kid. Like,
she might She may have a disorder or something. I don't know.
Like she's trying to be. But they both laugh at her. They're like, "Well, there's not much to do here except watch that girl eat." Like, boy, doesn't she eat? Am I right? Isn't that funny? Isn't that fucking funny that she eats?
Why aren't you laughing? Laugh. Man,
horrible. And she's like, "Well, you know what? Maybe you've repaid your debt at this point. Yeah. All the souls, all the people that you murdered, maybe you've done enough good now because you helped us slightly cross a couple of borders and get a few miles further than we would have without you."
Yeah.
And that's when they go to the kitchen cafeteria here.
Yeah,
Ghislaine,
he's still getting day drunk here. And
got PTSD.
Wife, yeah. and his wife is she actually did the surgery on Jacob and helped him. She's kind of just the calming thing of Ghislaine, right? She's like the centering of him, and she comes over and she sits down next to him and just kind of gives him a look. She doesn't say anything because you're like, oh, what's going on?
Well,
we don't know this yet.
Yeah,
we don't know this.
And he's like, why don't you ever stop, woman?
Yeah. So then she's like, all right, gives him a look, and is like, then clears the room because now we got Jacob.
Well, she goes, and like everyone leaves.
Like, okay. So then Jacob shows up, and we have the old mentor and apprentice kind of conversation here, finally catching up. And then this was where we learned one of the big twists here, right? But
here's your opium, buddy. Alcohol is my drug.
Yeah. Seems like Ghislaine literally just like, here's some opium to take care of those demons you have.
Yeah. Wine is my medicine.
Then we get more flashbacks. And then this is where we get the semi-big twist here, where we learn that Jacob actually didn't kill the women and children in that the Arab palace there in the very beginning of the movie. They killed themselves.
Well,
Brutal.
the women killed the children and then killed themselves.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Ruthless, but yeah.
So they wouldn't be prisoners, which fair enough.
He came in and saw his buddy there on his knees, like over the women and children who were all murdered, thinking that he did it. He didn't actually. He was losing himself over the fact that they did this in front of him.
And then they talk about how, will God forgive you for what you've done because you're helping the boy now? Like, just because you're doing one good thing at the end of your life, does that absolve you
of
hard to say. It depends on what you believe, I guess. I don't believe in anything. as I think we've covered on the pod previously. So no, of course not. It doesn't matter. Just do right by who you can, who's still alive, because once people are dead, it doesn't matter.
Wow. All right. Yeah. So next scene.
Yeah. This is all we have. Do the best you can while you can.
So there's no recovery then for you. There's no recovery. There's no
there's no redemption. There's no after. I'm not an afterlife guy, buddy.
No, not an afterlife, but like in the moment though, like if you're down to your last line of, hey, I've done a lot of bad things, but what if I do at least one good thing?
No, stupid. That's not redemption because you've done so many bad things. And
so you're a tally guy. Yeah. Because like if you've done 5 terrible things,
because
you do one thing.
Because our actions on this earth are all that matter to me. So yes, there is no after tally because who cares? The things you've done.
Yeah.
Are the things you've done. And that's
things you've done. All right.
Don't fuck it up. Yeah. If you've done a lot of bad things, do a lot of good things to outweigh them, ideally. In a perfect.
So you're a tally guy then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Are you not a tally boy?
I'm a tally boy.
Are you a redemption guy?
No, I don't think you can just do one good thing and be like, all right.
Right.
I'm good.
It doesn't make up for it. Right.
But there is a moment, it's
all math.
But there is a moment of like realizing the things you've done are terrible and then doing something good and realizing that like,
sure, I've changed. I'm different now.
Well, yeah, and then hopefully that last action you've done will spurn more good from other people, right? That's the point.
In a perfect world, I hope.
But of course, all the hate you did before probably spun a bunch of All right.
Yeah. So damns you to nothing like the rest of us. So I guess it doesn't matter. My big thing is a big nihilism thing. It doesn't matter anyway. Whatever we all do, nothing matters.
Yeah, nothing matters.
Be a good person because it's the responsible thing to do while you're here. But it doesn't ultimately matter. Because there's no reward or punishment at the end. You just you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Jesus. Who knew this movie would take us this deep?
I knew. Are you telling me Nicolas Cage and Christian Hayden are gonna not get me to the deep place?
Maybe this movie is worth watching.
Oh, it sure is. If nothing, then to reflect on your own mortality and
and the choices you've made, right?
What have you done?
Yeah. What have you done?
Listener, what have you done?
What have you done? Have you liked and subscribed to this podcast?
Yeah. Have you done anything that matters, like liking and subscribing to this podcast and leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts? 5 stars with a positive comment, ideally.
All right. Well, that's cool. Now where are we now? So we're at
Hotel Cafeteria.
Yeah. Nick Cage. Now at this point, I'm not sure if Nick Cage or the character of Ghislaine is getting drunk. I think Nick Cage is getting drunk.
He is. Yeah.
He gives a little backstory about what happened. So he's like, yeah, black guards, they cut out his wife's tongue and took his eye, which he keeps closing.
Yeah, what's this about a white ghost thing? And he's like, oh, no, that don't worry about it. It's a whole thing. And my eye and my wife's throat. It's very sexy tale.
But it's pretty bad. It was like, just put a patch over it. Just put a patch over the eye and call it a day. So you don't have to do this like strained eye closing thing that's not even real. All right. So then,
and then this is when the transition is almost what I used for the quote. I have to take a piss.
Oh, in real life.
Meanwhile, we see now there's a training montage here a little bit. Zhao is training with the bow.
Yeah, is this? But just before this, so do we have a nighttime fireside chat again with Jacob and Leanne, and they make out? That's just before this, isn't it?
No, that's way after this.
Not way after it. Let's just relax. Not
this
way
is
after it.
2 scenes later.
Yeah, okay. Let's pump the brakes. Is way after. Okay.
Yeah. No, right now though, they're outside. We're watching Zhao train with the bow.
What are you doing over there? Can you just fucking stop? You're swinging your arms over. You're hitting the fucking mic. You're hitting glasses. You're hitting your mic.
Yeah, this is good for the.
In like one foul swoop, you did dink dink and then.
Yeah, perfect. This is what you want, right?
Yeah, I want fucking sweet sounds.
You're right. This is when.
You tell me. I thought I knew where we were.
No, Ghislaine's telling Jacob he's not being hard enough on the boy. Jacob's like, well, what's owed must be paid. Like that's what the dead. We have debts to pay here to the dead, etc. Right. There's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's
Ghislaine talks about how he's done fighting other man's causes. I'm not interested in your mortal wars. My only thing that matters is my life here on this earth as we have. I'm a simple man, easily bedazzled by swift talking young princes. And Christian Hansen's like,
but
come on, son.
You sure about that?
Yeah, he's like, you're not that simple. And then that's when we cut to, when Leanne wakes up, she finds Jacob praying by the campfire. He says, you should be resting. She goes, I'm younger and healthier than you. Ruthless.
Yikes.
I need this more than you, I think. And she tells him, she's like, well, I had a promise to my daddy that I was going to protect Zhao.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why are you doing this? I have a reason to do this.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, there was one time I looked for God in all the wrong places, but between you and your brother, and like, it's all starting to make sense again.
Looking for God in all the wrong places. Looking for God in all the wrong places.
Fucking you. She then goes on to declare that her father would have liked him because of, I think, the youngling murdering.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that's not true at all. Your father would murder me. He'd cut off my head.
Yeah, behead me and probably put on a post somewhere.
And she's like, ha, maybe.
Probably.
When we first met. Yeah. But now, the you are today. Take off your shoes, neighbor.
The Canadian that you are.
You would love you. Yeah.
I love you. I love this.
And then they make out. The next morning, it's sunrise. There's black eggs.
We've had
climbing through the mountains. Yeah, we've already had her. Yeah, they're very well fed at this point.
Well, hold on. There's a getting ready cave thing though, right?
No, this is now. This is the getting ready in the cave scene. So this is when the spy comes back and he's like, hey, you guys.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Ghislaine, who I autocorrect started saying gelatin, so I started calling him gelatin.
All right.
Hey, you gelatin. We gotta fight. The guys are coming, and he's like, all right. He's like, and then he looks at his wife, and his wife, her name's May. We'll find out May is her name later on, but at this point, she's like, wife.
She can't speak anything, anyways.
Well, right. Well, we'll find that out later too. I promise you.
No, we already know that, don't we?
Do we?
Yeah, we already know that. Yeah, we learned that already.
Well, I promise you. After this, no more killing. And she's like, okay. So that's when we do the prep montage, and we get a little Nicolas Cage, like, guys, no more than 4 bombs per bag, okay?
It's like
oi,
everyone, eh?
4 bombs in each bag.
I need everyone to get savvy in here and only have 4 bombs per bag, all right?
And then that's when Jacob is like, all right, Zhao, don't come fight with us. We've got stuff to do. You're the king. We got to protect you as the king, as your white savior.
Yeah. That's what we do, right?
Yeah.
2 white saviors. Stay in the fucking cave.
2 white saviors. He's like, you just do this. We'll go outside to fight. So outside, the black guards attack. And the bandits are lighting fires. There's a big smoke screen that happens.
Well, that was the whole plan, right? They burned some brush to create a smoke screen so the black bandits be like, what? Or the black guards would be like, what's going on? We're kind of like, obviously the bandits have the higher. I have the higher ground. They've got the higher ground, right?
Very Ewan McGregor, yeah. The snipers have arrows and they take out a ton of the guys. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then the guards are like, all right, guys, shit, we got to fall back. So they start falling back, but then the bombs get them, the 4 bombs per bag. That's right.
It was all part of the plan. All part
That's
of the plan.
awesome.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Gelatin is out there throwing spears through people left and right.
Yeah. Crushing it. Yep.
Classic Nick Cage.
Yep.
Then everybody sword fights.
They're all gone in 60 seconds. Yeah. Right.
Yep, that's right. Jiao gets off one good arrow shot. And everyone's like, Jiao, you get back to the fucking cave, you
back
idiot.
in the cave, you dummy kid. He's like, but I'm a king. I need to be a king.
So that's when the guards chase them back to the cave. And then we cut back to the cave. And
now we're raising Arizona.
You guys are like, Jiao, listen, men have died for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let them die in vain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't die, you dummy.
Yep. Yeah.
And Jacob's like, it's cool. Like, Jacob like flips his sword. Did you catch that? Just like a little quick. Like, he's like flips his sword around his hand. And, why would you do that? What a waste. What if he dropped it?
No, it's because it's cool.
Thwip.
All right. So then we're in the cave, right?
Yeah.
And now they're like defending the cave, and the black soldiers.
They set
the black guards.
Cool trap.
Yeah. Oh, a good old fashioned. I don't know what that's called, but it's a. Yeah. We're doing more sound effects. I think we're leaning more into sound effects now.
Yeah.
If we, I mean, we could be Foley artists pretty easily, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Did you say we could be Foley otters pretty seamlessly? Because
Foley artists. Yeah, Foley otters.
We could be Foley otters.
We could be Foley otters. And then there's a big spike thing that sweeps by and grabs fucking 3 soldiers and pins them out of the fucking eye.
Right in the nuts.
Right in the nutsack. And they're all dead now. They're hanging there.
From the nutsacks. Yeah.
And then there's more sword fighting.
Yeah. This is when May starts tossing bombs everywhere.
She's tossing bombs left and right. It's like, whoa, lady, pump the brakes with the bomb tossing.
I like it.
She does like she does a whatchamacallit, what do they call that thing where the Ewoks used to do this thing with she throws a bomb around the guy's neck. What's that called?
Oh yeah. Thwip. It's called the thwip.
Yes.
Thwip. Right around the guy's neck. He's like, oh shit.
Oh shit. So that's cool.
Yeah. But then
not so cool is
Ghislaine is like, oi, I'm about to die.
Oh, savvy. I've taken a few arrows and I can't get up.
Oh no. And so May jumps on him to sacrifice herself.
Yeah, she
Horrible.
And then we have a face off because her face
she gets mangled. Her face is off. That's right. And Ghislaine sobs. He's like, no. Yeah, it's very Darth Vader channeling his best Christian Hayden.
But he's also like telling Christian Hayden, he's like, go, be savvy,
and he's like,
go.
Making out with her corpse, kind of.
And that's kind of weird too. And he's like, get to the boy, and you get there, blah blah blah. And then Glenn's like, you fuckers want to play? And he stands up and he's all in.
You want my blood?
You want my blood, oi? Which is a pretty good line.
Yeah. Then he kills a bunch more of them.
Yeah, it goes ape shit.
Jacob's like, we gotta go, you guys.
And then he again, this is like the 3rd or 4th time we've got someone who's stalling for people to escape, right? But then now they actually don't escape. So he comes,
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah,
it's like Attorneys General.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, okay. I thought so. Okay, Nicolas Cage. He comes out, Ghislaine there, and outside the cave, and now we got the entire Shin army there, and he's just like,
"Oi,
you want to go? Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna go at the old cave.
You killed my wife. Now I'm gonna kill you." And they have a big stabby sword fight, right?
Kill Michael Caine.
Bunch of sword fights. He kills some people, and then
he tries to fight a battalion of guys. There's like 100 guys outside. Obviously, they stab him to death immediately 100 times. He starts fighting more. He keeps going. He stabs a bunch more guys.
So dramatic.
He's
it's like, no, dude, you're dead. Come on, man.
He's getting stabbed. Everybody's stabbing. There's a lot of stabbing going around. Everybody's getting everything. He like goes and grabs some guy's face and gouges his eyes out.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, hey, can someone just go in here and chop his head off? Can we be done with this? What the fuck? Or just
yes.
In
So
the
then
in the throat.
General Gao's like, yeah, and stabs him, and then like throws him to the ground. It's like that's how you fucking kill a guy, guys.
Yeah, he's like, I could do this all day. Easy, Captain
And then
America.
Nick Cage's last words are, "I see you, woman. I see you."
I think that's a lyric to his song, isn't it? Is that like
I don't know. Who cares? It's stupid. It's so dumb. Yeah, like, and it's like flashback to his wife, and he's like, at
peace.
Unlimited power.
Another accent thrown in the mix. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah,
we got to Jacob and the crew. So Jacob and the crew are like, all right, you guys, there's May's corpse. Bad news bears.
Don't want to go that way, but
also we got to exit this cave somehow, one way or another. This is what I was alluding to earlier when I said everything is really stupid. He's like, oh no, Nicolas Cage just killed himself for everyone. And now they're like, all right, we surrender kind of, but also this is the last battle.
Boss fight.
And so that's when the brother Shing is like, Zhao, Lian, and the white monkey. I'm like, wait, what?
What? I'm sorry. What did you just say, motherfucker?
What the fuck? He's like, no, I think this one's the white ghost. This guy that I murdered a second ago. And Jacob's like, the boy isn't like us. The world will be better without people like us.
Saying warriors and yeah.
Right, exactly. Cuts back to the earlier theme of the movie here. And that's when Zhao comes out and says, our father would hate what you've become. And then that's when the guy doubles down on his lie. Our buddy here, the enemy, says,
Shing, yeah.
Then it's probably a good thing you killed him.
Everyone believes that, right?
Yeah. Zhao attacks Shing and then gets taken down immediately because he's obviously a child. Shing is not.
Yeah, he gives him a little kick. He's like, dude, I'm a warrior. Come on, dude. I'm your older brother.
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. So that's when Shing whips off his cape and he's like, all right, Jacob, let's battle royale. And Jacob's like, I'm down.
This is like stupid. It's like, he's like, well, you know what? You seem like an apt warrior.
It's so frustrating because also like, why
I am an apt warrior.
And there's 100 guys behind Shing who could just murder this guy immediately. Right. Yes. It's so fresh. Like he has the power of the state on his side here.
Yeah.
And he doesn't wield it appropriately. That's when Zhao attacks Shing, falls down. Shing takes off his cape, challenges Zhao to a fight. They both have swords. Shing has 2 swords for some reason. But they fight mano a mano. Everyone just watches. There's like 100 soldiers around who just watch.
Yeah.
Shing gets the upper hand, and that's when Jacob grabs like a flagpole or something and starts finally doing like a 2-2 fight battle. He gets the upper hand slightly, and then that's when a couple of guys from the crowd here
fucking arrow him.
Do something. They shoot him with a couple arrows. Yeah.
Arrow in the leg, arrow in the shoulder.
And then I love the assistant here is like, all right, the next man who raises his bow dies.
Yeah, like, the captain steps in. He's like, whoa.
Why didn't we just kill that guy an hour ago?
What is going on?
If we just killed all these people, then our boy here could be the king. What's the point? What's the point of all of this? This is so maddening.
It's so dramatic. It's so dramatic.
Yeah. And then that's when Lian grabs a sword, takes it out on Shing, and
hold on.
Yeah.
Lian grabs the knife, foreshadowed.
The foreshadowed knife. He's like, careful, you might cut yourself.
And now this is where things get out of hand for me. So she's like, she's holding the knife to him, and he's like, what are you gonna do? Blah, blah, blah. She's
like, no more. Yeah. And then she stabs him.
No.
She tries to.
Well, he stabs her. Yeah. But I don't know if on purpose, though.
I think on purpose, yeah. So he guts her then, basically.
It's literally, either way, it doesn't matter. Purpose or not. Whatever, a sword goes right through his sister. And
that's when Jacob nearby, who's down, is like, oh no.
Oh shit.
I should do something. So he
That's
gets
the
up,
love of my
and then
life.
he guts Shing. So everybody's gutting everybody else.
Well, yes. Okay, yeah.
And everyone's
All right, so-
watching.
yes, everyone's watching this stupid parade of fucking death happen.
And meanwhile, Jacob's got arrows in his chest and his
leg.
thigh. Right. Yeah.
But he grabs the knife though and goes up to Shing and does the final kill.
Which then he falls to the ground next to Leanne, and they're both dying together. I thought. And Leanne's like, I'll be all right. And Jacob's like, what are you thinking of? And she goes, of my country.
I'm
of Jiao and of you. And he's like, thank you for being a friend
now.
Travel down the road back again.
I'm in my mind, I'm like, they're dead. They should die.
Yes,
right?
They're super dead. They're the deadest characters of all time. This is my most angering part of the movie.
Yes, this is angering because, like, all right,
they're dead as hell.
You take a couple arrows, like that's gonna be really painful. You can survive that though. It was like a leg shot and it was a shoulder shot. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. The sword to the gut.
No, of course not.
You're not surviving.
No, that's how Shing died. That's what made me upset. I was like, you've already killed several characters this particular way in this movie. That should kill you.
All right, so everyone's dead on the ground, but not really. And we've professed some love. We're like, I love you, right?
Yeah, and that's when we get the dead guy's second in command being like, sorry, Your Majesty.
Apologize to the child who like no one's cared about.
My bad.
He's done nothing. He's done nothing important. Yeah. He's just been a MacGuffin to this entire movie.
Oi! Kneel to me!
Kneel to me, you motherfuckers.
And then fade to black.
Oh,
and that's when we get like, now it's the general's residence 3 days later. Dispatch for the generals. Like, guys, we found the seal. Shing is dead. The princess is wounded. I was like, wait, this has been 3 days. Why did it take 3 days to figure this out? Everyone's here.
I mean,
all the main people are here.
I mean, there's a lot of traveling of messages about.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And like Jiao is heading this way right now. He's got the seal. Everyone's cool. And everyone's like, fuck it. If you say that's what it is, and that's what it is. And then we got back, and we cut back to Jacob somehow alive. So this is the point that me and you were getting at earlier. The main gripe is, no, Jiao is the only one who lived from that scene, right?
Right.
like all of our main characters here are dead. Like, Nick Cage died an hour ago.
He's done. That's fine.
Christian Hayden, hella dead. We've got Leanne, hella dead. She got stabbed too. They all got stabbed.
Why not make it more impactful where the kid is burying his sister and the guy that saved him and helped, you know? And he's the one who's like, now I got to go on and I've got to go on by myself to go rule this kingdom.
So stupid. Instead, they all live. Everyone's fine.
You know why? It's because there was talks of a sequel happening, by the way. I dug this up.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, horrible.
I dug that up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when we get general's residence 3 days later. The dispatch, like, we need the seal. We get an update. Shing is dead. The princess is wounded. Jiao is heading on his way home with the seal.
Yeah.
We cut back to Jacob, who's somehow still alive after all this.
I was definitely like, what?
Everyone's alive.
I was like, he's still alive.
Fine. They're also totally fine.
Yeah,
it's not like they're wounded at all.
Nope. Yeah. It's been 3 days. No, it's fine. 3 days back then. Are you kidding me? You can recover in 3 days.
Yeah. Apparently they buried.
I get a wisdom tooth pulled out and fucking laid out for a week.
Jacob throws a quick look to Jiao and he's like, "Hey, the kids are all right, eh?" And he's like, "Yeah, all right." And then he leaves, and Leanne's like, "Okay, see you later." And then he looks at Leanne and he goes, "Death follows me, Leanne."
Ugh.
She's like, she puts his hand on his face, and they gaze wistfully at each other, and then at Jiao riding away, which like, wait a second, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then Jiao rolls up to the palace. Everybody is like, the whole squad is there. Everyone's kneeling.
Yeah.
I'm cutting through all the scenes here at the end.
No, it's fine. No, you're good. Yeah, cut through us.
And then Jacob rides away and like looks back at Ghislaine's grave that he made earlier. It's got a sword in it, and he's like, "All right, smell you later," and then drives off. Like, I was like, I thought he was going to join the crew and be like part of the government here in China
to cook things. So when they pull up to the it's the general's residence, whatever, and everyone's like, "Oh, here's our new king," whatever. She looks over her shoulder, like looking back, and this is so awkward to me. And it cuts to then Jacob, and then he's standing there, and he looks over his shoulder, and then they cut to the shot of the sword, which again, the sword that fell 3 times in the ground, blah, blah, and then finally he uses it to bury his friend in. So a little foreshadow.
Right. And then they're like, and credits.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
What?
And that's it.
It's very frustrating. So I would say this movie, I liked it until the end. Honestly, like I would have recommended it to the listeners. I would have said it's only an hour and 40 minutes. I think it's worth your time if you get to it. But the way that they bungled the ending was so bad.
So bad.
Not recommended. Don't watch it. So I think that
is that it. That's it. We're done, right? We made it.
Yeah.
We're not even going to talk anymore about it because I don't think there's any
additional. I hate this.
Yeah.
Listen to us instead of them. Don't watch the movie.
All right. Well, then that's it. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with more Accents New Movie. In the meantime, though, you should follow us on Instagram at It's This Meets That, right? TMT Pod on Twitter. And you should subscribe to us.
Preach.
Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart, Stitcher. Click on the old like.
And while you're there, especially Apple or Spotify, leave us a review. 5 stars would be nice. Maybe a nice comment, something about us. The few comments that we have there right now on Apple, by the way, thank you so much to whoever did that. They're very nice. Yeah. How kind of you. I expect that from the rest of you. So you could do that or send us an email if you're feeling old fashioned. You want to give us that one-on-one feedback that you think you have with email. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Or if you forgot everything I just said, if you remember everything I just said and you're still listening to the outro for some reason, you can go to our website. It's thismeetsthat.com, where you can find a couple of bios about us, all of our episodes, the whole ITMT back catalog, everything.
It's beautiful. It's so much content.
Yeah. What a time to be alive.
All right.
Go to the website. We love you. Thank you for your service.